Princeton invites you to join them as they transform the store and bring the spirit of the season to life. They offer affordable, well-crafted gifts for everyone on your list and unique farmhouse and vintage-inspired Christmas and home decor items, such as arches, garland, wreaths, ornaments, and pillows, plus West Market's very own artwork and more. Everything you need to transform your home and fill the space under the tree. West Market, you and home.
Coming soon in the fall of 2019, a state-of-the-art memory care unit at Princeton Health and Rehab. This unit will have 38 available beds, its own dining and activity areas, which will include a multi-sensory snooze-lit room, a highly therapeutic environment for the purpose of delivering high levels of stimuli to patients with dementia. The highly desirable setting and space will fill up quickly. Please contact Angie Copeland today to secure your place. Call 270-705-0688.
1580 103.3 WPKY Coffee Talk is on the air. Morning conversations about things of interest to you. If you'd like to be a guest on Coffee Talk, just email us your information at WPKYonline@gmail.com. We're proud to call Caldwell County home. WPKY.
1580 103.3 WPKY. Tess and Ty and Coffee Talk on the air this morning. And, you know, from time to time, there are things that happen that aren't necessarily fun and funny and great to talk about, but we need to. And of course, Nate Huggins, Superintendent Nate Huggins for Caldwell County Schools is here, and just to kind of give us an update. I mean, lots of mamas and daddies and grandparents and people in the area kind of want to, that we woke up to some confusion this morning, and not really sure what's going on or if we're supposed to be worried or whatever. And he is here to let us know, and hopefully it will ease all of our worries about everything.
I don't know if we can ever ease all our worries about everything.
Well, now I'm a worry wart, and you know it.
I understand that. The situation in today's society, we've got to take every situation as a credible threat. And there was a situation last night that a kid made a text to another kid, and another parent saw it. And I just want to thank the parent so much for standing and doing the right thing and notifying the authorities. She even notified me. Then the principal and the SRO got right on it, and got with the police station, and they brought the kid down to the police station, and they went through their investigation, and then they called for a court-designated worker from McCracken County Juvenile Detention Center. He or she came over last night. Don't know who that person was, but they looked at all the facts, and they placed the child in the detention center pending court. And safety is our number one concern for all our kids and staff in Caldwell County, as it is across our state. We've had too many shootings in school and those type activities, and we got to take every threat as a credible threat until the police determine it's not. And I just want to thank our police department for taking quick action on the situation last night.
So just to be clear, there is no threat.
No threat
for your children at school today.
No threat at all. The student in question is in the McCracken County Detention Center, pending a court date, court session with the judge. And we have the due process in our country, which is a great thing. But there's things that we have to make sure that we take credible. And any threat that is made to anybody, we're going to look at it with close eyes to make sure that our kids and our faculty are safe.
Oh, we appreciate you coming in and just kind of letting everybody know and easing everybody's, the stress level this morning and the questions and that sort of thing. So
I just want to a shout out to the parent that said this is not right and did the right thing by notifying the authorities, and also notified me of the situation last night. And my hat's off to Officer Heron and Christy Phelps for the job that they did last night, for taking that ball and running with it and doing the right thing to make sure our kids are safe.
Well, we sure appreciate it very much.
Well, I really appreciate you calling to have me come down and talk this morning.
Well, I think when there's confusion and people aren't, are unsure of a situation, I think the best way to calm nerves is just to kind of, rip the Band-Aid off.
And if you got a one call from me this morning and you missed it, that's what it was about. I was letting you know what the situation was last night, and it took place about 7:27 is the time that the police were notified, and I think 11:30 the situation was over and the young man was en route to the McCracken County Detention Center. So you're looking at about 4 hours. that the police did a thorough investigation. And again, my hat's off to the parent that said, hey, this is not right. We've got to do something about that. And then the action taken by Officer Heron and Miss Phelps.
Well, we sure do appreciate you taking the time and coming by and kind of relieving that stress for us this
Well,
morning.
you're more than welcome. Anytime. Glad to talk to you. Appreciate all that you do for our community.
Well, hey, I will say before he leaves, we've got something really cute coming up from some of the choir at the primary school. Mm-hmm. So we've got some really cute Christmas things coming from the school that's going to be a whole lot of fun.
I really enjoy seeing those young kids perform. They do an outstanding job.
Well, you know what? I never want you to leave with just, let's perk it back up.
And we also play Lyon County tonight at the first home basketball game.
How about that?
If you can get out there and support the Caldwell Tigers.
And we earn points.
Yeah, earn points.
Got to make our student
big
section.
Border battle.
Yeah, big border battle between us and Lyon County. Unfortunately, I won't be able to be there tonight. We have already scheduled our Christmas outing with the Board of Education. So you're going to have to yell for me tonight, but go Tigers.
I'm capable of that.
It's a doubleheader, girls and boys.
Just take your phone with our app on it, Nate, and you can kind of check in from time to time during your outing. Yeah, see, you're in good hands.
I'll put that on at the table, and they'll say, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm watching the ball game."
There you go.
There you go.
You'll have it right
John
there.
Miller is on it. I promise you. Him and Bob Hayes and Dennis are on it for tonight.
Well, I tell you, the graduation that you all did this year for us was absolutely impeccable.
Oh,
and for the First Baptist Church and Brother Riley for opening the doors for us to open that center up for overflow was remarkable. And I can't thank the First Baptist Church enough for doing that this last year.
Well, again, John Miller, I'm telling you, that's our guru.
We got just tremendous compliments about the broadcast in itself, and having two locations for overflow, and First Baptist went above and beyond.
Well, I will tell you, we are set to go tonight. Everybody has already got everything kind of set up, and the boxes are packed, and the bags are packed and ready to go. Yeah. So we're going to kick off basketball season. Heard from Coach Freilich this morning, so good morning to him. And so we're ready for some basketball.
Well, let's go Tigers.
Blue and gold.
All
right, Come on, fill it up,
Buttercup.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right.
8:15 with Tess and Ty, and he mentioned First Baptist Church. Ty, did you hear that?
Yep.
Guess who just happens to be here?
Yep, we've got Brother Harrell Riley coming in here in just a second. We certainly appreciate Caldwell County School Superintendent Nate Huggins being here this morning and
keeping us
informed. That's exactly
well.
right.
And again, I think when you're an informed public is one that is less stressed out and nervous and worried about things, and I think that's good.
No doubt about it.
Rip that Band-Aid off. We're going to be back with Brother Riley here in just a second. It's Coffee Talk in 1580 103.3 WPKY.
So you think you have unlimited data?
Recalculating.
Think again. If you have unlimited data on a network you can't trust, your data is limited, and so are you. Set your smartphone free with the new unlimited plans from Total Wireless. Get 4 lines with unlimited data on the nation's best 4G LTE network with 100 gigabytes at high speed, then 2G for just $25 a month per line.
You have arrived at your destination.
Get the new unlimited plans. Total Wireless, total confidence. Available at Walmart. See terms and conditions at TotalWireless.com.
I really thought I would die of stress long before the cancer, because the diagnosis brought this avalanche of worries. The money, the travel, the burden on the family. One night I called the American Cancer Society, and they helped me map out a plan. Got me free rides to chemo and even a free place to stay during treatment. They took away those other fears, so I could rest up for the real fight.
Please give at cancer.org.
This is Mallory Hancock Lawrence, and we love our Caldwell and Lyon County friends. We invite you to come to Cada's anytime you can to shop with us. We're making it even easier for you. Whether you work in Cada's or just come to town for a visit, stop in and shop with us. But if you're in a hurry, you can pre-order your groceries at Hancock'sNeighborhoodMarket.com. It's so easy and convenient. Of course, we want to see your smiling face anytime we can, but if you're in a hurry, Hancock'sNeighborhoodMarket.com is the way to go. Hancock's Neighborhood Market, Cada's.
Do the winter blues have you down? You are not alone. Seasonal depression affects many people. If you're experiencing periods of low energy, social withdrawal, hypersomnia, or other symptoms of depression, seek help from one of our licensed professionals with Health First Community Health Center. Visit their website, healthfirstchc.net, or contact their office at 270-365-9455 for more information. Health First Community Health Center is located at 1100 South Jefferson Street in Princeton. At Health First, your health is our first concern.
Hey guys, Heidi with Capitol Cinemas, your local Princeton movie theater with your weekday lineup. In Cinema 1, Frozen 2 PG shows Monday through Thursday at 6:30. In Cinema 2, Harriet PG-13 shows Monday and Wednesday at 6:30. Also in Cinema 2, Charlie's Angels PG-13 shows Tuesday and Thursday at 6:30. And in Cinema 3, Last Christmas PG-13 shows Monday through Thursday at 6:30. Call during showtime hours at 270-365-0200 or visit us at capitalcinemas.net. Thanks for listening. See you at the show.
YourSportsEdge.com. We promised a new day in local sports coverage, and we delivered. But don't take our word for it.
YourSportsEdge.com keeps me in contact even if I'm out of town. I have it on my phone.
It means exposure for the local high school athletes and programs.
Round-the-clock coverage of local athletes.
It lets me know the student as a whole person more.
YourSportsEdge.com.
Here's your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast.
Well, after a chilly start to your Tuesday, temperatures should warm up a bit this afternoon. Partly sunny with a high near 47. Tonight, mostly clear, overnight low of 32. Now tomorrow, sunshine with a high of 52, and then on Thursday, partly sunny, high 54. Again, partly sunny today, high near 47.
Your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast is brought to you by Wallace Towing.
The holidays, time to enjoy with those you love. If you're thinking about new flooring in your home before the holidays, now's the time to stop in at Perry's Floors and More and let them help you find the perfect flooring that will not only add warmth and style to any room in your home, but also flooring that will stand up to the wear and spills of everyday life. Whichever floor you choose will be backed by reputable manufacturers and installed with expert care. See Bill and Lucy at Perry's Floors and More, 127 West Market, Princeton. Call 270-365-9869.
December 7th will be a magical, busy day in Cadiz. Don't miss the Arts and Crafts Show at Lake Barkley State Park, Christmas Bazaar at the Cadiz United Methodist Church, in downtown The Waste, Mrs. Santa's Cookie and Candy Bazaar. The Festival of Trees will open at the Janice Mason Art Museum prior to the Christmas Parade. Enjoy magical characters and other events downtown too. End your night with a drive through the West Cadiz Park. Tourism at its best. Cadiz is the place to be. Keep up with events on Facebook and gocadiz.com.
1580 103.3 WPKY. And hey, if you've got a hankering for some good lunch this afternoon, if you haven't made plans, maybe you need a place to go for breakfast. I can help you out with that one too. Kay's Kitchen in Princeton. They are having some great plate lunches. I just talked to them yesterday, and today's plate lunches are going to be, oh, check this out, Ty. Salmon patty, country fried steak, pork tenderloin, grilled or fried chicken, and chicken tenders, and all kinds of sides from corn to cabbage and okra and cornbread. You name it. Maybe a plate lunch is not your style. That's okay. They've got burgers that'll leave juice running down your chin, and fries and home fries and all kinds of stuff to go with it. So make sure you go out there and tell Kay that we sent you. It's from Tess and Ty in 1580 103.3 WPKY. And we got a guest in the studio here, Brother Harrell Riley on Coffee Talk from First Baptist Church here in Princeton.
Amen. Representing HR Ministries today. I got two hats.
He's got the HR Ministries hat on
HR
today.
hat this morning.
Oh, multiple personality disorder. That's what they call that.
Possibly, yes. I probably got more than those two hats, if that's the truth. So,
I don't see how you do it. I really don't.
We just hang out and have a good
Ministries.
time. Yes, ma'am.
All right.
It is time for our regular Christmas events. This season, December.
I get excited for those.
Yes, December is a time where people sometimes struggle, and there are some needs that are out there. And because of that, the greatest gift of all that was given was Jesus coming to the planet. So because of that, people are aware of the need, and people want to give and do some things to let other folks know that gift giving is more than just stuff under the tree. There's a reality to why we celebrate Christmas. So we got several things on the docket. In particular, just want to come this morning and remind people that on the 20th, that's the last day of school, at Joseph Storage Bin, HR Ministries will be doing the backpack distribution again this year for the community. So just wanted to come and reach out and let folks know about that event and kind of give them the detail on what's up.
Well, Joseph Closet is a great resource for Christmas as well.
Yes, it is. Matter of fact, that day at 12 o'clock, we will be having a special sale. That sale, we have been setting back some very particular items that have come in that are for children, very gently used toys and some other things for people to come and get. And I go this Friday to Monticello to pick up a truckload of brand new items that come from a E&E distributors. Those are some partners that we have. Last year we had an event in the same fashion, and there were multiple families who came in and bought their Christmas. Matter of fact, as we were giving out the backpacks, there was a lady here from the community that had a rather substantial pile sitting on the steps while we were giving the backpacks out, and I just mentioned to her, I see you've got quite a bit. She said, yes, sir, I've saved quite a bit to be down here today to be sure I can get Christmas for my family. So it gives them a little bit of liberty where it's not just handed out. And, some people that are listening, we are grateful. Pride is a wonderful thing if it's used in the right way, and we want to help you help yourself. So that day, there'll be several items there that are brand new, toys, other stuff that you can buy. And as you all know, our prices are anywhere from $25 to maybe $5 at the most. And out of that, folks can come get their kids Christmas and do some things. Plus, children age 3 and up to 16 can come get a backpack. Those are full of clothes. They'll have some few toys in it. They'll have some snacks in it, and they'll also have some school supplies for the school starting up, but a brand new backpack. So for those that don't have anything at all, it's a good time to come by, see us. We will have some other materials and stuff available for you, as well as some cookies and hot chocolate and that kind of thing, and folks to hang out with. So you can come get that backpack, and if you don't have anything else, you can open it, put it under the tree, and folks will have a Christmas maybe that they didn't have otherwise. So we look forward to doing that. Plus, with a few dollars, you can get a bunch of new stuff to wrap up and put under the tree.
And again, that date?
That's on the 20th. That's Friday. That's the last day of school. So here's how that's going to work. At noon, we'll open up for sale. We'll be having regular, but we'll uncover the tables with all the new items and stuff, and they'll be displayed in different areas and have more than one register open so people can get their stuff. And then at 3:30 when school's out, and so just beware of parking downtown on Friday the 20th, but what we'll do is the doors will be open, and they'll come by and register, and then we'll have somebody sit and talk with them, find out the kids' names and get the right backpacks for them, and then we'll send them on their way. While that's going on, up on the shelf, if you come into our store, there's a training area. We will have some refreshments and stuff, and while the parents are talking, the kids can go up there, get a snack, and really not necessarily know what's going on at the end of the day, and watch a video that relates to the Christmas story and let them know what this is all about. So that's why we're doing it. Now, these items come from different groups down in Alabama. As you all know, there are people that partner with us on a regular basis from all over the country. They come in here and work, and we had a group come about 3 years ago, got connected, asked me to come down to Alabama. I preached in several churches, and when the backpack program came for Appalachian Region Ministries and Mississippi River Ministries, they decided they wanted to support our area. So those churches down there have worked all year getting those together, and we actually have 100 backpacks I'll pick up in Mount Vernon, Kentucky, from other parts of the state and other parts of the country, probably from Georgia, I imagine, that we'll pick up this Friday to add to that. Now, these are not the only backpacks we give out. We give them out at the prisons where we're doing ministry on the 14th, and on the 15th we'll be at Hopkins County Jail. Families are coming to visit their family that's incarcerated at the moment. They'll get one. We also give them away at Western Kentucky Correctional Complex, and there's about 650 backpacks that we'll give out, somewhere around $7,000 to $10,000 worth of stuff, if not more. That's a very conservative figure of what's in those backpacks, but we are blessed to be able to do that and be a part of what's going on in the community. And it's one thing to go and get excited about having a gift under the tree, and I know little kids do that, and we as big people do that when somebody's bringing us something. But the truth of the matter is, there's no greater experience than giving. And when you can give and be a part of what's going on to encourage somebody else, it's a blessing. So the volunteers and folks that serve with us and people that support us give us the liberty to do that, and we just want to be an encouragement to the community.
Oh, that can mean so much to so many the programs
Yes.
that y'all do. So we sure do appreciate all of that. How is Joseph's Closet on jackets? Have you got plenty of jackets and coats for the winter?
Depends on the day. Meaning this, there are multiple people who come in. Since we moved buildings, we've probably quadrupled sales and product. We normally have what people need. To answer that question, I don't know how many we've had put out lately, but I know that a bunch of people have been coming to buy them, and they're anywhere from $1 to $4, depending. I mean, if you've got a Gucci coat, it's going for $4, but if it's just old Levi's jacket, it's probably $1. And to be honest with you, if there's somebody out there who's really in need, if they'll come talk to us, there's another way to handle that. So that and all the rest of the product come because people donate, and it's amazing how that works. There's one thing I'd say that if I'm going to say anything negative all today, and that'd be folks drop off, and that is a blessing, and continue to do that. We've not had a problem with overkill and folks leaving it out in the street and those kind of things, but we do have some free shoppers around here in Princeton. I won't call them thieves, but when you go through other people's stuff and take it while it's there, it's usually called thievery. So those that are free shopping out on the front porch need to be aware that there are now people watching. And so if you see that going down the street, just call the police, let them know. They'll take care of it. We're not interested in arresting anybody, but people have been willing to give so that other folks can be encouraged. And so pilfering and free shopping is not necessarily a recommended avenue of your procurement of those things that have been donated. Come in and see us. If you've got a need that bad, I promise you, we'll get it to you.
Well, and I think that, a lot of times that maybe just to make sure that we get that out there, maybe that'll help right there. Maybe that'll be enough.
Yeah, just be
you'd be
other
amazed
people just
what
be
a-
aware, and sometimes we catch it and talk to them ourselves, and other times some other people may need to catch that and just let folks know. And awareness will shut that down. As you know, we've been very diligent to make the outside of the building look good. There are now at least one cart out front for you to drop and grab to put your stuff in when you go to your car, but there's more coming, and some U-boats that have been ordered because of a grant that we got. And so because of parking and other things, it's not a dilemma to drop off and donate. So you can grab the cart, walk down halfway down the street, load it up, and bring it back and not have to tote and haul. And so
remind people where you're at.
We're on 126 West Main. We're right across from the boot store. We're the first two-story building going downtown right past the Presbyterian Church, and there's the drop-offs in the front door, and there'll be somebody there to help you if you need it.
Brother Harrell, tell us, you mentioned Alabama. You've got live feeds going really all over the southeast and parts. HR Ministries, as you envision this, there's a tremendous outreach from your Rubies to your Malachi Dads, your prison ministries. It's a lot more. I mean, it's wonderful work here locally, but HR Ministries stretches the bounds of many places with your ministry. 4
different states. Sometimes there's another one involved. There's about 30,000 people we're responsible for every week to engage with in those 32 now facilities, as well as there's at least 275 regular volunteers on the ground, which means there's a team or a group, and we're 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, meaning somebody's leaving or going or coming to preach, teach, share, or do some type of ministry every day of the week. And in relation to that, we do everything we do based on the invitation. We've never gone out to seek one place or one opportunity. Matter of fact, folks may not know this, but the Moving Forward program, we will be having a Christmas party for those students. 2 years ago, we started a mentoring program at the middle school, which has moved from just boys to girls, and actually the court system is getting involved now and wanting us to mentor some other students that are having some difficulties. And so not only is it local, but it's widespread, and our end goal is helping families and folks break the cycle, do some things that can help them and educate them and instruct them through God's Word for one thing and one thing only, and that's a relationship with Jesus Christ. And when you say that, that's the reason Christmas came. He had to get here to become clay, this old fleshly dirt that we walk around on. One of these days we'll all end up back in it That's the old body, but who we are is going to go one place or the other, and Jesus came to give us an answer for that. So that's what we're doing. So when you think about that, this year there's been about 1,300 folks saved. During this Christmas season, there'll be much opportunity to share the gospel. You know, we're in the homeless shelter in Paducah. We're in several rehabs, local jails. We have 2 new local jails starting the 1st of January, and today I'll be doing training for a team this afternoon who's going to be started up over in Hopkins County for the ladies.
And then of course, coming up later this month, HR Ministries, along with Goodwin Insurance, First Southern National Bank, I believe Williams & Fawn, the main sponsors, of many other sponsors. Of course, the West Kentucky Hoops Classic, which that was sort of a vision of Tori's,
yes.
HR Ministries, but this year, exciting. Last year, I think, was the first year for the breakfast
yes. following
the tournament, which many of the teams and the coaches got a tremendous blessing about that. Big speaker this year coming.
Yeah, 3 or 4 years ago, I can't remember if this is the 3rd or 4th year. I think it's the 3rd year.
I think that's right.
Anyway, after we saw what was going on with that, and just so you know, those of you who are listening out there in the community, West Kentucky Hoops is an awesome opportunity for our students here and an awesome opportunity for our community to bring folks in from Memphis and Texas and South Mississippi and places where we've got number 1 and 2 ranking basketball players, folks that are watching from the NBA and colleges to come play hoops on the cab building floor. While we watched that and we saw those teams and folks came in, of course, our relationship together, I just asked Tori, how are they being encouraged or challenged? And so I asked him about the schedule. They didn't have anything going on in the morning. I said HR Ministries will host breakfast for them. So we're looking to feed this year about 350 coaches, students, connectors, the people that are here at First Baptist Church in the CLC building on that Saturday morning, the 28th. As we do that, to get their attention and encourage them, we have asked Mr. Cameron Mills, former UK basketball player, who is a believer, to come in and share with them, and we look forward to how that impacts. Now, Tori may share this story when he gets here to share about West Kentucky Hoops, but one of the teams from down in Mississippi who has a I guess you call it rank 1 player was impacted by that event last year. And the coach called back and shared a testimony that it had changed their whole school's culture and their whole basketball program. And the kids favored the breakfast over the tournament and over the rest of the season, in particular for everything else. So it's our goal, whatever we can do to make an impact on folks. And so Cameron Mills will be here. You come to the event out there at the cab and support them, see some good basketball. But it's our goal, in partnership with other folks here in the community, just to connect with people and share with them what's up. So that morning we look forward to seeing Cameron Mills speak in the heart about 350 folks and see what the Lord does with that.
I'll tell you, what I was sitting here thinking about is, how long's H&R Ministry?
Well, I quit my job coming up. I was ordained January the 20th in 2000, so I'm coming up in 20 years of ordained ministry, 23 years of ministry. 19 years ago in March, I quit a full-time job out at Trustwall to do this, and we've been rolling ever since.
I was just sitting there thinking, years ago, the first time I'd heard of H&R Ministries, of course, H&R Ministries had a location right there next door to where Sugar Creek is, out in my church, out in the middle of nowhere, really, I guess, on Highway 293 North. And I remember we were having our fall festival. So it would have been, in the fall. And they said, well, H&R is over there. They've got some things, games and blow-ups and different things like that at that time for the churches to use. And because you were helping out the churches. You wanted to help out the local churches. And we were like, really? Well, how much do you have to pay for that? Well, it's nothing. They just want to help you out. And we thought that was the craziest thing we'd ever heard, is that somebody that was there to help the churches. And the more that I was sitting here thinking about it while you were talking about everything you were doing in all the different states and the national stuff and the prison ministry that you've got, that blows my mind where it went and where you are now, mister. That is, how many lives have been affected positively and changed? And
not enough.
The snowball effect, though, from that.
Not enough.
Think about that. What made you start it, though? What was that one aha?
Well, there's two things that I would say in that. God wants to use you past in the present for everybody else's future. And because of my past, and many people listening may not know everything that's going on, but my father was an alcoholic. My granddaddy was a preacher here in this area for 69 years and blessed in that fashion. But due to the circumstance of my life, I pressed through some things. My dad died when I was young, and God called me to ministry. Well, I did the church scene with youth pastorate and other things, and God just gave me a bigger burden than four walls. I respect and am a part of the church. And what I would say to you is this. When God broke my heart for the kingdom, he said, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things be added unto you. Well, God's going to grow his church, but he's not going to grow it unless we get involved in the kingdom. And so those things that we're participating in have to do with his divine movement. Experiencing God, if you ask, the key to it is this. About 25 years ago, 26 years ago, sitting at Southside Baptist Church, we did a book study that just came out called Experiencing God by Henry Blackaby. Find out where God's at work and get in the middle of it. It's our response and adjustment. So all these things that we just mentioned are a response to hearing God's activity and responding to what he's doing at that moment. When you're obedient to that, God opens up the doors and the windows for things to happen, and you don't have to work too hard at it. And it is exciting. When God pricked my heart to preach, I was sitting on the bed, and in Ephesians it said the days are evil. Basically said wake up. And we've got to, in the world we're living in, there's a whole lot of people that are dealing with junk. You all just announced something at the school. Whoever that young person is struggling. It's an output of what's going on the inside. Well, the only answer to that is us getting involved in their lives. Now, we can't do it all. It's exciting to see what God does. We got folks coming in on live on Facebook there as we're talking from all over the country that are connected to us and serving with us. And, we're grateful for that. But it's not about us. You mentioned the churches and us giving stuff to the churches. Nothing that we've got's ours anyway. That's the reason we give away backpacks. None. I mean, we're just here on the planet for a little while anyway. Sojourners, moving through. So if you're out there listening, here's the deal. This Christmas, be mindful that it's not about all those gifts and stuff everybody gets mad about, and telephones that you got that it's not the right one, or the shoes that you got, you don't think they're good enough for the other person to think you're somebody. What it's all about is living life out. And so, the only way to help people is tell them the truth. And, our ministry is called Hell is Real Ministries. And you say, what was the key to it? In praying and watching what God was doing, he backed me in the corner one night and asked me this question: why are you doing what you do? Only one answer: because hell is real. People are dying going there if we don't do something. And so that's where we came from. Now, where are we going? Who knows? Did I think we would be a 10th anniversary this last summer downtown? No. Did I know anything about participating with the basketball classic that's a little bit crazy? No. Do I know what's coming next year? No. But here's what I know: it'll probably be fun.
Love the attitude. Always
that,
have,
though.
because Harrell and I go way back before his ministry. Yeah, well, I'm going to be careful here. But I remember sitting down with you one time, I don't know if you remember it, and going, how in the world do you just let it all go? I mean, the man quit and just, and the simple answer was, it's called faith.
And don't get me wrong, we've had you in, but it's not like you're a stranger to the radio station, but it just kind of hit me today when you were talking about that, and I thought, wow. I don't know what made me think of it, but
God's bigger than all of us, and here's what I'd say if you're going down the highway listening to this. When you identify the fact that he is real and that his activity, he's got a purpose and a plan for everybody. He's got a purpose and a plan for the circumstance of your life, the issues that are going on, the things that you see outward. But he's also got an activity going on because there's one reason that he placed us on the planet, and it's redemption. He wants a relationship with us. Well, he will do things that'll blow your mind if you'll respond to what he's saying or doing. He'll blow your mind. To see and sense in the last 20 years some of the things that happened. Go down to the building. We were looking, and for those of you who don't know the story, trying to find a place. God opened the door for it. In less than 72 days, it was paid for. Front wall fell off. God was up to it. Listen, God was up to some business in that too, because it's changed the complexion of what people think about the building and the ministry, and it's put us right where we need to be. Let me give you the second story. There's a skinhead, an Aryan in the prison. He comes to our class. This has been almost 10 years ago. Comes to our class. Hadn't got a clue. Sits there for about 6 weeks, and long story short, he has an encounter with God and gets saved. About 6 weeks later, his dad's alcoholic at home. He comes in and he says, I don't know nothing about this church deal, but I just got to tell y'all something. Y'all been praying for my daddy. And 2 people walked by his house the other day and sat on the front porch with him, and he had the same encounter I did. He got saved, and he said, you know what happened to me? He said, I threw my beer can out in the front yard because I didn't need it anymore. That guy got out of prison. He's got kids at home now. He's not supposed to be able to do certain things. And in relation to that, here's the deal. He got his plumber's license. Not only did he get his plumber's license, he's got his master's license. Not only does he have his master's license, he's got 4 crews in Louisville, Kentucky working every day that he's in charge of. And he called me the other day, and he said, Brother Harrell, I want to give back what God's done for me. He said, so we're coming to Princeton in January. I've got the utilities and the ability. We're going to put your bathrooms in order. And he said, by the way, some of these guys I've been working with, we've been telling them what you're doing. So we're going to bring some folks down there to help you do some construction and finish off some stuff that's going on. That only happens because God's at work. End of story. God's at work. My question for everybody would be this. What's he doing in your life? Because if you're not responding to it, it's going to be boring. And the end result of it is you're probably going to end up in hell.
I don't think boring and Riley fits in the same.
So how can we roll up our sleeves
Yeah.
and help you in HR Ministries?
Well, first of all, you do it on a regular basis by making access available to the airwaves for people to hear what's going on and participate. I think one of the things that would be available to folks here in the community, folks don't know it, but some of the youth groups come every Wednesday night to do some cleaning and sorting. There's opportunity for other adults to come and participate down at the store. There's office work upstairs. You don't have to know everything there is to know to do anything, but our secretary will give you some opportunity. We just sent out 2,700 newsletters. That takes a little while.
Yeah.
So there's office work. You can go Saturday. We're going to Louisville, Kentucky to do a carnival for 300 students. We're leaving at 7 o'clock. Come get on the bus. We need coaches at the prisons. We need folks that are willing to do mentoring at the school. Again, there's no way it can be done. It's not about Harrell Riley. It's all about what's going on. It can't be done unless people get involved. First thing you do is go on the website, get an application, send it to us. There's some qualifications in that. We're not being rude, but you need to be a part of a Bible-believing church somewhere because you need accountability. After that, we'll train you, equip you for whatever it is, on-the-job training, and I guess you'll have fun because here's the deal. We got about 275 people out there every week having fun, everywhere from Alabama to all over Tennessee to Kentucky, and just pray for that. Pray for the situation in Louisville. We've got several opportunities and openings there that we don't have enough volunteers for. So if you're listening from Louisville area or know somebody up there, call them and say, hey, listen, get off the pew and let's go. Because there's some people waiting on them. So on the day of the 20th, just be mindful of the backpack distribution. Tell other folks and help people know that material and opportunities down there. If you got a family that you know that's struggling, you may want to just escort them down there. You may point them in that direction or just tell them about it. The second is those materials and things that are being brought in. Just know we're trying to be diligent and stewarding those to be sure that folks get what they need and can be used. And there's often opportunities people call us for here in this community that we can't handle. Meaning there's some construction things that happen. There's some circumstances beyond our control based on the parameters that we've built in to keep us out of trouble. And so we may need you to step up and do that. We never talk about money, but here's what I know. Some people can do a lot of things and other people can give. You just pray about what God's doing in your life. That's the best way to go about it. And if we can help you, I'd be happy to talk. We got several volunteers to be happy to talk to you. But I would say this, don't sit around wondering.
Act on it.
Act on it.
How do we contact you, my man? Give us all the good stuff. And
270-365-6044 is the office number, and you can go to hrministries.net and find the rest of it. If you type in Hell is Real on Google, our website will come up. That's a fascinating thing to me. But anyway, it'll come up, and you can connect dots there, and call us. Grab us when we're at the basketball game. Whatever the case may be, we're out and about, and again, it's 24/7. So I'll be happy to talk to you and come get involved.
Awesome, man.
The
Backpack
20th.
Program, the 20th. Get down there again. A lot of distribution, and you probably need some help that day. People
Yes, sir.
down there, just come on down there and just help, and you probably get a blessing out of it too. At the same time.
Yep. There's there's a list on Facebook. Join us on Facebook because weekly we put stuff out there. If you go on Facebook right now, you can see our posts last week that's got lists when you talk about. We're not about money, but there is resources that are needed. There are about 6 different lists of things that we're using at the prison, Job Corps, locally, other things that folks can participate, drop off at the store, everything from shampoo and toothpaste to socks and different things that are used everywhere. And got to use that. We're actually going next Tuesday with a group of kids to River City Mission for our final week there for the year, and there's about 85 homeless folks down there. It's amazing how many people are hurting in our culture, but you just got to reach out to them. So whatever folks want to do. But 12 o'clock's the sale on the 20th, 3:30 after school's out. We'll be ready to give out backpacks. Come see us because we just want to let the Lord bless you. It all comes from Him. We're going to give it away.
Awesome.
We sure do. Thank you.
Appreciate
it.
All. Appreciate what you do, my man, in our community and around your works wherever you are. So, Brother Harrell Riley, HR Ministries, headquartered right here in Princeton and Caldwell County.
Well, I'll tell you, it made me sappy today. I can't help it, but I just started thinking about how long it had been around. So we sure appreciate all the help, especially around the holidays, and I know everybody else does too. Hey, we've got another pastor in the building somewhere. I think I saw my brother man walking in
Wesley
over there.
Curtis,
That's right. Hey, stick around. Hang on just a second. We're going to have Brother Wesley Curtis up next and tell you all about a Christmas concert that's getting ready to happen. 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Here's your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast.
Well, after a chilly start to your Tuesday, temperatures should warm up a bit this afternoon. Partly sunny with a high near 47. Tonight, mostly clear, overnight low at 32. Now tomorrow, sunshine with a high of 52, and then on Thursday, partly sunny, high 54. Again, partly sunny today, high near 47.
Your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast is brought to you by Herb Hayes Furniture.
The sun is going down earlier these days, and we're spending more time with the lights on. Have you changed your lights to Energy Star certified LED bulbs yet? Using Energy Star certified lighting means that you are using 70 to 90% less energy than with incandescent bulbs. Making the switch not only means that you are saving money in electricity bills, but your bulb will also last 15 times longer. Brought to you by your Princeton Electric Plant Board. Hometown Energy, working for you.
1580 103.3 WPKY, Tess and Ty and Coffee Talk on the air. And Brother Riley and HR Ministries, of course, that was awesome, and we appreciate them being here today. And Brother Wesley Curtis, closest thing I got to a brother.
That's right.
How are you, my man?
Hey, how are you?
I'm great. How about y'all?
Oh, we go from H&R Riley, H&R Ministries, sorry. H&R.
That's all right.
My mind's gone. H&R Ministries.
It's his initials, too, so you get it right.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
But now we're going to go on to the music side of things, which I'm pretty excited about, because this is one of those Christmas concerts that I've been hearing a lot of rumblings about that's really supposed to get you in the mood for Christmas. Gold City.
Can't beat Gold City.
You can't beat them. I mean, we've had this book for over a year at Green Grove. Actually, a year ago, we had them last month. Would have been a year ago we had them. And my members brought up the idea, how about we do a Thanksgiving, Christmas concert at the end of the year, as a celebration.
What a great idea.
And I thought, I said, okay. I said, well, do you want me to check on? He said, yeah, check on Gold City. I said, oh, we were going to the fences. I said, so I got in touch with their agent and told them what we're willing to do if this was an option, and she threw out this date, and we just jumped on it.
Never going to happen if you don't ask.
Yeah, that's right. And I never thought we would have a Christmas concert with Gold City. there at Green Grove.
I think that's amazing.
It is amazing, and I'm looking forward to it.
I think it's going to be a good time, really and truly. It's one of those that if you're not in the mood for Christmas when you leave there, well, Grinch, it's not going to happen.
Right.
Period.
That's exactly right. Our folks are excited about it. I mean, my ladies at the church have went all out.
I bet.
I mean, I wish you could see. You could jump on my Facebook page and look at the pictures of the sanctuary and what they've done. It's beautiful. Which Christmas is my favorite time of the year. I love it and stuff. And to have
he might or might not have some babies in the family that make it a whole lot of fun too.
This is gonna be fun this year. It's gonna be fun this year. And everything. So
I bet you got a lap full of elves about Christmas time, huh?
I'm gonna have a lap full and stuff.
What else you got going on other than Gold City?
Well, actually,
that's not enough.
That's not enough. Actually, there's another concert coming up. December 13th, Tribute Quartet, who we had for Black Patch this year, is making a return trip to Princeton. On Friday the 13th. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but
it's a good thing.
That's
we're
a good
make
thing.
It a good
yeah,
thing.
we're gonna make it a good day and stuff. December 13th at 6:30 at Blue Spring Baptist Church. Right on the Caldwell Tree County line. It's got a Princeton address, but to me, it's right on the county line and stuff. They were willing to open their doors and let Tribute come in and stuff, so we're excited about that. I'm really excited about having them because I really fell in love with them when we had them at Black Patch, and just looking forward to having a great night there at Blue Spring.
Will they do a Christmas concert as well?
They'll probably do some Christmas songs and stuff. I really don't know what they're going to do, but they'll throw in some.
Sure.
Yeah, they'll throw in some holidays.
I think the holiday season is so neat because that's when I think music is really important around the holiday season to most folks. Right. Sandy Patty was just in the area, and then now we've got Gold City, and then now you're talking about Tribute. So, I mean,
well, you were talking about Sandy Patty. I had an opportunity to go last night to see her.
I had a feeling
and it was wonderful. And they made a statement that the world is singing our songs now. Mm-hmm. This is the only time they sing our songs. If you go through the malls and you hear the story about Jesus, they're playing our song. And this is about the only time. Gold City was at Canton. I got to see them there at Canton. And they said, they were going to do some songs that they haven't sung in over a year. And it was Christmas songs. And so it's really neat. So it is a wonderful time of the year.
And this Gold City concert is coming up this Thursday evening?
This Thursday night at 6:30 at Green Grove Baptist Church there in Providence, Kentucky. We're really excited about it. We're looking forward to it.
Free concert with a love offering? Is that how it will be?
That's right. Free admission, love offering will be taken.
Fantastic.
I don't think you can get any better than that.
What a way to kick off the holiday season. A lot of times, that, like you said, music's important during this time of year. It's important all the time for me, but I'm
a music person
I am
anyway.
Too, but boy, for this time of year and to hear the songs, maybe like you said, they're playing and singing our songs. You might not have heard them in a year. But what a way to kick off and to get in the spirit.
Exactly.
Well, and the surefire way to get people like Gold City to do another Christmas concert next year, hint, hint. But the best way to make sure that hames is to show up this year.
Big time.
Exactly.
And support it this year.
Exactly.
Big time.
This is something we're going to do every year. Try to do a kind of a. We try to do at least 4 concerts a year at Green Grove. We try to do that because, one of them is our homecoming celebration, so we'll always have a group for it. But we'll try to do some other things, spread it out and everything. And there's occasionally we get lucky and get a group coming through and stuff. So, but this concert, this Christmas concert, this is probably going to be an every year thing now, as long as I'm there. And stuff. So
I think that's and some churches might not want to. Maybe some people they might want to come together as a group. That's okay too, right?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
We got plenty of room and stuff. If we had to pull out chairs, we will. If we had to throw
You'd
them
like
in
that, wouldn't you?
I've done it before.
Oh yeah,
I've done it before. If we had to throw them in the choir loft, we'll throw. We just want. What a way to start the season, the celebration of our birth, Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Then this time of year.
Well, and you don't have to travel 2 or 3 or 4 hours to do something like that.
Exactly.
It's right here.
It's right here.
And tell us how to get to Green Grove Baptist Church.
It's very simple. If you're in Princeton, you can go out 293 towards Providence. And if you knew where the old high school was, there's a road right there that you could turn beside and go to the end of the road there. And that puts you right into Highway 120 West. Take a left. We're about 2.5 miles on the right. As of this morning, I just got word we've had several people that tell me, "Boy, Wesley, it's hard to find your church because we pass it because there wasn't basically a sign that tells you. It was off the road and people can't hardly see it." Well, I'm real fortunate and blessed today to announce that as of this afternoon, we're going to have our brand new church sign put up in time to have Goat City.
That's perfect.
It's just perfect.
Merry Christmas.
Well, we give honor to God because I never thought we would get it this year. We started working the first year towards the sign because signs are not cheap, actually, and stuff. But the Lord has blessed us beyond measure that we are getting our sign. It's all going to be paid for. It's going to be put up. And so it's going to be easy to find.
Can't hide from people no more, can you?
Can't hide from people no more.
There it is.
And stuff.
Gold City in concert. Now, that is this Thursday at what time?
It's 6:30.
If you got a phone number if they need any information?
You can call me at 270-625-3512 or jump on my Facebook page.
We love you and appreciate you.
Well, we appreciate y'all.
It's going to be a great concert.
If I don't get to see y'all, Merry Christmas. And
Merry Christmas.
And can't wait.
I'm going to come hug a baby. I don't know where you're going to be.
Hey, come on. Come on.
Hey, we do want to remind everybody, boil order in Fredonia. Until further notice, we'll let you know. Make sure that you check out our website at WPKYonline.com.
Big border battle tonight out at the cab.
Sure, that's right. And, of course, the student section, we win points by having the most people there. In the student section, we also can win extra points as well by making sure that we collect the most non-perishable food items. So make sure you bring those with you as well tonight. Lady Tigers, 6 o'clock, so make sure that you hit the cab tonight.
And it is Giving Tuesday as well. So if you've got somewhere that you feel strong to help out, then be sure you look around and give something on this Tuesday.
Thanks so much. We appreciate it. It's Tess and Ty and Coffee Talk and Brother Wesley Curtis and 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Serving Caldwell County since 1950. We're 1580 103.3 WPKY Princeton.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. President Trump's meeting in London with the French President Emmanuel Macron after saying earlier his administration is considering 100% tariffs on French luxury goods like champagne, cheese, and handbags.
They're starting to tax other people's products, so therefore we go and tax them. It's just taking place right now on technology, and we're doing their wines and everything else.
It's retaliation for a new French tax on big digital companies, including Amazon, Apple, Facebook, and Google. The president also meets with the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau today. A storm that dumped more than 2 feet of snow on parts of the Northeast is moving out to sea today.
We'll see additional snow totals across New England where travel will still be difficult. A much calmer day will be in store for the East Coast tomorrow. Meanwhile, a couple of storms moving into California and the Four Corners region will bring heavy rain and mountain snow over the next couple of days.
Fox meteorologist Janet Steen. America's listening to Fox News.